Dad.
Hi, Jordana. How are you this beautiful Sunday afternoon?
I feel like we just talked.
Oh my gosh. We've had a wonderful weekend of Hallmark movies, and it has been just phenomenal.
It has. It's been great to catch up on some of the movies, and really, we've been able to see some great ones. I think we've started the Fall into Love season. I with a blast. I think, and
Yes, it's been just an exciting weekend, and we spent Saturday night watching the Hallmarks, and today we've been watching football and tennis and looking at the beautiful weather, and I hope it's nice where you are.
And let's talk about the last one that we watched. And this
Yes.
was such a fun one. It was called Fourth Down and Love.
Oh, it kept my interest. I stayed awake through the whole evening. I enjoyed it, and I actually enjoyed the dialogue and what was shown in Hallmark.
Well, the funny thing is, you said you stay awake. You've always stayed awake in all of the Hallmark movies. We do have one person that watches with us who does tend to snooze
Mom
off.
does tend to fall asleep, but she was awake yesterday.
We
Yes.
were laughing and smiling. This one
Oh,
was delightful.
it kept your interest throughout, and the acting was outstanding.
And that is because we had two of Hallmark's regulars, I would say. We had Ryan Peavy, I think is how you pronounce his last name, and Pascal Hutton. And they are Hallmark, I don't know if we call royalty. They've been in tons and tons of Hallmark movies. And
Yes.
Ryan, who plays Mike, is a cutie, and he is and I think we're going to be able to watch it sometime this weekend, but he plays Mr. Darcy in one of my favorite movies, and so I was so happy to see him in this movie.
Yes,
And
he played Mr. Darcy, and he was a judge in a dog show,
yeah,
and he fell in love with one of the handlers.
yes.
And
So
that was wonderful.
and he played a great part in this one as a professional football player who got injured.
And the actress who played opposite him did a wonderful job, and I felt like I was part of the cast.
Oh, it was so much fun because they made you feel that way. You felt right away from the beginning of the movie a part of the cast, I think. It was of what was going on. They brought you right in to the movie, and it was just so much fun with what
Yes.
was going on. Right at the game, I think we started watching a game of
Watching
football.
a game. And again, Hallmark brought this common theme of people who knew each other in the past bumping into each other today and rekindling love that had festered all these years until it bloomed.
Right, but we didn't know how it was gonna. It started off showing different families, and we didn't know where the connection was gonna come. But we knew
Yes.
there were two main leads that had to get together, and I loved how
That's what kept it so exciting.
yes, it was. We didn't know how they were gonna meet because they met kind of unexpectedly, and nobody knew the connection until they actually happened. And so anybody who hasn't seen this movie yet, we're not going to ruin it, but you have to see it because how
Yes.
they first reconnect and see each other is just so funny because it could
what
happen.
was very exciting is that Hallmark not only brought the rom-com, the romantic comedy together, but it introduced us to a sport, flag football, that we hadn't thought about in the past.
Girls flag
Girls
football.
flag football. And this is becoming very popular throughout the United States, and multiple states are instituting girls flag football into competitive high school football.
And I love that it really took a point to say Erin, the main female character's daughter, was on an all boys team, and she was the only
Yes.
girl, and she felt that she was kept on the sidelines because they didn't want to play her because she wasn't as good, even though she maybe was
Yes.
even as good or even better. But the coach only wanted to play his son as quarterback, all this kind of stuff, right? That happens in these leagues. but she saw that there was a girls team, and so she
Yes.
wanted to be traded to that all girls team. And so there was a need for more all girls teams, and more girls wanted to play these sports. And so I love the theme of girls being able to play these sports, and that's what this was about.
Well, they brought that, Hallmark brought that to the American public so that we now know that there are high school girls flag football teams and high school boys flag football teams.
Yeah.
You have less head injury, less body injury, less uniforms, and more people can compete. And don't forget pickleball. Those are going to be in high schools throughout the United States. But Hallmark was able to integrate that all into a romantic comedy that kept us sitting and riveted on the edge of our seats.
It was fun. It was a
Yes.
fun night. Anybody, everybody should watch this one, I think.
Absolutely. You would enjoy it, and Hallmark did a wonderful job telling us our life when we were younger, when we knew the wonderful people in our lives, and how we eventually married those people many years down the road.
And of course, there's always the antagonist that shows up into this, and we did get to see who separated their relationship.
Yes.
And so we loved seeing that. We're not going to spoil anything because this is a definite one for everybody to watch, but
Yes.
definitely watch it.
Watch it. You will enjoy it. Enjoy summer, and we'll see you next week. And we're going to.
How many stars or how many tiers would you give
Oh,
this
this
one?
was a 5-star. No tear because there was a lot of cheer,
Yes.
a lot of happiness, and we really enjoyed seeing a happy Hallmark show.
What do you think about next week's movie that we saw previews of this week? It's
Oh.
called Notes of Autumn. It's a best friends that are swapping their apartments.
Oh, that looks so exciting!
Doesn't it?
I haven't. I saw that preview, and I want to see the feature.
Yeah, it looks really cute. And I love the name of it because there's like a pianist in it.
Yeah.
So that's where they get the notes, I think. But it seems fantastic. So we'll see everybody next week with the
Hallmark
review.
is keeping us busy throughout the winter.
Yeah, excited.
So, see you later. Enjoy your football games.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Okay.